the first day. So I'm definitely going to try to improve on that. And another thing I wanted to kind of talk about, which was really something that I tried to like avoid going, like, I guess parties in general, but I don't want to sound bad, but like I don't really like doing things. I'd rather just kind of stay home. If I go out, it's something like fun, playing basketball or a club or something like that, or like going to like a music club or like a film club or something like that. Not like I just want, especially like club. Jeremiah goes to the club. Like that doesn't sound like him. I was like, no, I should probably explain that. But it's like going out. I was invited to go to my uncle's retirement party. It was a formal event, and congratulations to my uncle. And I was really happy, but I just don't really like being with a lot of people. And it's kind of a funny story because I was letting my brother some of my like dress up clothes that I had, but I found out that he had an event on the same day of the party, and I was like, I need to go buy some new stuff because I don't have anything. And it was nice. It was a nice party, you know. It was like I was very anxious, I'm not gonna lie, but I got to talk to my cousins and meet some new people and see my uncles and aunt. It was really like nice, and it was kind of like the first time that I kind of like enjoy kind of like dressing up, because I don't know, for me dressing up is like, it seems like it's a hassle, and like I don't really have any good memories of like really dressing up. Why I'm talking about this situation about like kind of dressing up is because it reminds me of a song on the project, Lyrical Lemonade project album called All Is Yellow. The song was called Guitar in My Room. It had Kid Cudi and Lil Durk. I'm not saying I don't like Lil Durk, but there's some things I just don't like how things he promotes in his music. And with this Lyrical Lemonade album, they kind of had the artists that they supported and made music videos for, that Cole Bennett is a part of. He has made music videos for Juice WRLD, The Kid Leroy, Lil Mosey, Lil Skies, and so much more. But I digress. I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about. But in this song, Lil Durk says a line that like I was able to relate to, is when he said, I had to dress for funerals before I ever dressed for prom. And he says that again, I had to dress for funerals before I ever dressed for prom. And it was something that like, I don't know, I definitely can relate. Like dressing up, I don't know, when you're like first time dressing up, it's not really good. Things really come from dressing up, and especially from like, I'm not sure what the situation is, but I'm pretty sure living in that tough environment, like Chicago, a lot of people are dying. But like, I can definitely still kind of relate it to my life. And that line kind of like really hits home, and it makes me kind of understand why I don't really like kind of dressing up. Dressing up is usually kind of like associated with me of like doing things I don't really want to do and kind of have no choice, or I have to do it, like going to a funeral or going to a bunch of church services, and I don't really doing it or dressing up. Like this song kind of made me like figure out, oh wow, that's what kind of reason why I don't like kind of like dressing up. But also it made me realize like, hey, I'm not kind of the only one that kind of doesn't really like it. I'm not so weird. And like sometimes be like, is it just a me thing? That's just weird. But no, it's like, but the cool part about it is everybody who did the Lyrical Lemonade album, who was on it, was all wearing a suit. So that was kind of cool. And I would encourage everybody to check it out. It has a lot of different, like kind of like genres of different music, like hip hop, indie music, like a lot of different things. But I definitely wanted to kind of talk about that, because when I was definitely kind of like planning in my mind about the podcast episode, this song was kind of coming to my mind about that line. So I've been to prom and stuff like that. It was okay. I did enjoy it, the people that I was with. It's not like, but that's not really kind of like my environment. And there was also like certain other things that kind of happened before prom. So that kind of took it away from kind of me enjoying it. So it was kind of funerals. Yeah, it was funerals. Yeah, it was. I believe it was on my like my dad's side of my family, and I was like, dressing up is like, I don't know. For me, it's like it's serious. Like it's for church or it's for funerals, and it's like, and I just don't really like the feeling, and like, but doing this event kind of realized it's like I kind of like doing dressing up a little bit, and I definitely want to experience that happiness. And I don't know, like take back the power of like wearing this. I don't know, but it's kind of like I never really like really kind of had like a good time. It's just like I felt really good wearing a suit, just dressing up and having a good time. And it's something that I probably like if I like looking back, like I probably wouldn't have not done it. I probably would have. So it shows me like growth, because usually I probably would have just like avoided it and not done it just because it's like it was a formal thing. And like, but yeah, so that kind of just showed me about like you can dress up to have fun and stuff like that. So it's like it was just me. I just kind of learned about, I guess, like shifting different perspectives. And I kind of wanted to talk about, because I feel like it's like I always hear this saying like you're not the only one that feels like this, and I'm thinking about, hey, I'm probably not the only one that has had that experience. But like it's going back to like the party, and it's like I don't know, I definitely want to kind of like have like, I don't know, do some events and stuff like that, maybe have it like a little bit smaller, because that retirement party, I mean, like to me it was big, there's a lot of people, but I would definitely love to do something like a little bit more, I guess, smaller, more, I guess, intimate, kind of like, because everybody's kind of doing their own thing. I never know what to do. I go to parties, I'm like, because like a lot of sometimes I'm like, I'm most of the time, I really am the person that's like, I go to a party and like I know everybody. And it's like somebody invites me and I kind of like hang out with them. I was like, I feel like I'm just like following the shepherd, whoever invites me where I'm going with my mom or whatever. But because I'm like, I don't, that's not really my type of thing. But I thought it was something like I do want to do, not all the time, you know, because like I rather go to events that's like you're able to move your body, like laser tag, bowling, just like active stuff that you're doing. That's the stuff that I kind of like to do. But it kind of like this party kind of changed my outlook about dressing up for a little bit. And I just hope that like me talking about this is it's okay to kind of like try different things and do different things, and not letting kind of like negative experiences and stuff like that stop you from trying different ones. And because there's so many other probably like events and stuff like that that I don't even know, like dressing up is like for fun. Like I can't really think of anything. I mean, I can the Grammys, they dress up for fun and stuff like that. And then it was like going to like an event or like a fundraiser or something like that. But it's like it kind of made me think like, oh, this wasn't as bad. Because sometimes it's like we have in our mind like, oh, this is terrible. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be. But then we actually do it. It's like it wasn't that bad. That's what I'm kind of doing with cooking, because it's like, oh my goodness, I feel overwhelmed. And just kind of like trying to look at the positives, and like also just trying to get a lot of like separate certain fears. Certain fears don't really need to, I guess, like exist. Like a fear is like sometimes it's just kind of anxious thoughts, and sometimes anxious thoughts can help us, you know, like, okay, we need to make sure where's all the exits of when you go to a certain building, or like, okay, like I need to make sure I'm in a safe place. So it's like, but I think like a lot of times it's like as humans we kind of overwhelm ourselves and we try to be perfect, to be honest, because like I'm type of that person, like even with school I'm trying to get better at it, but sometimes like when I complete assignments, like I don't really hand it in, which is not a bad thing, but it's like I'll have the assignment done and I'll be like, I'll wait and wait and wait and wait, and I'm like last day, and then like I put it in and just kind of like being confident with the work. And if you feel like something is off, you can always go to the tutoring center, talk to a friend or family to review your work. And there's a lot of free resources. You can always go to your local library. I'm pretty sure they have free resources that can help you with editing papers or finding information. And also you have your phone too and be able to do things. I don't think I will be able to like even kind of like do this podcast while on my phone. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, and I hope that this podcast episode challenges you to be the best version of yourself. And thank you guys for listening with Chats with Two Dyslexics. And I appreciate you guys downloading these episodes. We're available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple iTunes, and make sure you check us out on Instagram. And we give you updates on when we're doing new episodes and posting some good stuff on there. So thank you guys for listening. I'm also trying to post on Votes chats. I know I talked about that. I still haven't posted some clips. I've been kind of busy right now. Most of the Vote chats are going to be on like Spotify. I'm going to try to put like actual like the video versions of clips of what we talking about. Probably not this one because this is recorded on my phone. So, but yeah, thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you next time. All right, see ya. Thank you guys for watching this clip. You can listen to the rest on this podcast on Spotify and also on Apple Podcasts. Make sure to check us out on Instagram at Chats with Two Dyslexics, and check out more other clips on Volt Chats, which is on Spotify, and on our YouTube channel, Chats with Two Dyslexics. And enjoy.